I was terrified. I mean, also, because this is a crew who's only known me in one capacity, and this could totally be a vanity hire, and they don't know how I'm gonna talk to them. They don't know if I'm gonna have a total meltdown. They don't know kind of what my energy levels are gonna be like, or if I'm gonna know what I want, or there's like, especially also like as a woman, you're about to tell like a whole bunch of dudes what to do. I think it was Bill Macy said something to me like, he was like, was that good? And I was like, I mean, obviously, you're William H. Macy, like nothing you've ever done has been bad. But he was like, and then I was giving him some note, and he was like, okay, that's a good idea. And I was like, oh, he just took my note, amazing. So I've had other times that I've given people notes and they've been like, nah, I don't think my character's like that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know better than I do, it's just my idea. But then one of the actors said to me on the first day, after we did this scene, I don't remember who it was one of the kids, I think. They were like, oh, I'm so relieved. And I was like, why? They were like, I just thought like, well, she's probably been waiting for like 5 years to tell me that like I suck. And like this is her opportunity to tell me like I'm a bad actor. And she's gonna like make me feel terrible. And I was like, why would you think that I think that? And they were like, I don't know. You've never been like, you're great. And then I realized like, I don't usually front load with the positive.
Right.
I don't usually tell people when they're great. I usually, as a director, like tell people when there's a note. So I need to make sure I start with, that was great.
How you doing? I'm Corey Hunter, and welcome to another episode. Okay, Emily was speaking about directing. There's a lot of different scenarios when it comes to directing. There's a lot of obstacles that have to be overcome, and there's a lot of skill and finesse and just experience you need in order to like guide the actors to where you need them to be in terms of emotional and the points they have to hit and blocking and so on and so forth, right? But pretty much, man, this wasn't about all that, man. It was way more simpler than that. It was really about the things the actor needs. Like, yes, the actors do need to hear, you know, you missed your line or you didn't hit your mark, or, you know, sometimes we give them notes on how they can perform better and so on and so forth, right? When something is good, we have to say it. When something is good, we have to say it, because if we don't say it, how will anybody know? How will the other person know? If someone do a great performance, you should tell them, yeah, you did a good performance, because it's good for the soul and it's good for the spirit. As a director, I'm just trying to get everything done. I feel like everything's on fire and I'm just trying to put out all the fires, right? But I guess to the actors, sometimes it looks like you're the one who got everything together, because, you know, you're the one so involved with everything, and, you know, you're the one getting the ball going. Because as a filmmaker, you are the alpha and omega of the film. Like, if you stop making a movie, then the movie won't get created, because it's your movie and there's no one else to push for your movie other than you. A question I get is, you know, actors ask me like, did I do good? Did I do what was that what you was aiming for? Because sometimes I'm doing a lot on set, so I'm behind the camera, I'm trying to make sure the lighting is good. Sometimes, depending on the amount of help that I have, I may or may not have more or less time to interact with the actors as intimately as I would like to. So when they do something good, I have to tell them, because sometimes they give great performances and have no idea that that was a great performance. And if you don't give them a nudge in the right direction, then, you know, it might mess up their performance. They might think, all right, that wasn't it, and they might go somewhere else. But you don't want your actors working in a space of not knowing anything. Actors, for the most part, what they communicate to me is that, you know, they want to get it right. You know, if you're going to do something, you want to do it right. And actors is trying to do it right. So the director is supposed to be the decider. That's the person who decides if it's good. So yeah, as a director, yeah, there's things that's good and there's things that's bad. But once you hit the good, it's less about is that good and more about, you know, the feeling of it. It becomes way more subjective. So what we're trying to do is we're just trying to get different things to see what's gonna work. Because, for example, man, I just now had a room in the home, and I maneuvered some things around. As things was getting maneuvered, I didn't have a grand scheme. I didn't know what I was gonna do with the room. I just knew, look, I'm gonna start moving things around. I'm gonna start clearing things up. I know I wanted the room to be clearer. I knew I wanted certain marks or certain objectives to be achieved in moving things around. But in terms of the grand vision, it was kind of hazy. So I said, I'm gonna figure things out as I go along. So, as I moved the room around, things start getting figured out. And then, we got to a place where, I got to a place where I was satisfied with the room. And I think that's the best metaphor for like acting. Like what we're doing is, once we're in the green, we're moving furniture around now. We're moving furniture around to see what's gonna work. And you would think, well, as a director, as a filmmaker, you would think your whole movie is clear. Yes, the script is clear. Like on paper is clear. In our brains, it is clear, all right? But there's gaps in between the complete vision where there's a lot of room to work. Just because it's a complete vision don't mean there's still not a lot of room or much that can be added. And that's where the actors come in. They the ones that come and breathe life into it. In my mind, when I had her walk out the door, there was anger in her voice, right? But when the actress does it, she brings something different to the role, to the scene, and it transforms it. That's what moving furniture is. That's when you say, okay, that was good. Let's work upon that, because you let me see something that I didn't see. I didn't know if you put the chair there, it could create so much space and look good, right? So now what we're doing is moving around furniture. We're figuring out the scene, and we have to communicate that to actors, because then actors understand that there's not a benchmark that we're trying to reach. We're just moving furniture around, and that there's more than one way for the room to look good according to where the furniture is at, all right? The director is just trying to make sure that things are consistent throughout the entire home. That's the director's job, all right? So we're moving furniture around to try to get the best that we can get. That's what it is. But hearing that they're doing a good job is good, because going take after take after take can be discouraging, and it can wear on the actors in a negative way. Just because we're doing 100 takes don't mean you did 99 bad takes. It just means we had 100 opportunities to play around or maneuver some things around. So thank you. I appreciate you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And hit me in the comments, man. And as always, until next time.